Stay tuned for the following special presentation from KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to the Superstands Cleaning Service Ottawa Cyclone basketball pregame show on 103.7 FM, 1220, and KOFO.com. Whether it's carpet, upholstery, furniture, or tile, make Superstand your cleaning man. Call Superstand's Cleaning Service today for a free estimate at 418-2463. Now for a preview of Cyclone basketball, let's go courtside and join KOFO's Gary Bateman.
And good afternoon, everyone, from Louisburg High School. It's time for some more high school basketball as the Ottawa Cyclones take on the Louisburg Wildcats in a girls and boys doubleheader. We'll get underway here in just a few minutes with the girls' game, but first, the Superstands Cleaning Service Cyclone pregame show. Ottawa girls coming off a 42-24 loss last night against the Holden Wildcats. That was a makeup game from the Basler Linwood tournament. And the Lady Cyclones, after the loss, now 2-11 on the season. Back to league play here tonight, taking on a team that has really had their number over the past several years. But the Cyclones look to get back on the winning track here tonight, and we'll have more after this timeout. You're listening to the Superstands Cleaning Service Cyclone pregame show on 1220, 103.7 FM, and KOFO.com.
Dad, throw me the ball. No, throw it to me.
Okay, here it comes.
Uh-oh. Dad, will that stain come out of the couch?
Kids, there's only one man that can take care of that stain. Superstan.
You better call him before Mom gets home.
Already on it.
Playing outdoor games indoors? Not a good idea. But Superstand's Cleaning Service can save the day with hot water extraction to steam clean your carpet, upholstery, even grout and tile. It is a good idea to let Superstand be your cleaning man. Call 785-418-2463.
The KOFO Sports Guide keeps you in touch with your team, area high schools, or Ottawa University. Find your team's schedule in the KOFO Sports Guide, featuring football, volleyball, wrestling, and basketball, golf, soccer, tennis, baseball, softball, and track. Pick up your free KOFO Sports Guide at Ottawa University, Kansas State Bank, Ottawa Family Physicians and Ottawa Care Clinic, Ms. Fix-It Computer Repair, and Maggie's Gourmet Popcorn and Glazed Nuts. You can also view the KOFO Sports Guide online at KOFO.com.
Back here on the Superstands Cyclone pregame show, Louisburg girls coming to tonight's play with a record of 6-8. They've lost their last two ball games. Last year, the Lady Cats took both games. Here, it was not a close game, 64-30. And Ottawa High was one of the Cyclones' better efforts of the season. They jumped out to a lead, but just couldn't hang on, and finally lost 48-44. And the Lady Wildcats, as I had mentioned earlier, have kind of had the Cyclones' number here over the past several years. So this would be a good night for Ottawa High to get back on the winning track. They did pick up a win, of course, on Tuesday night against Kansas City Christian in a fine effort. And they're, of course, playing better basketball. But we're getting down toward the end of the season, and seeding becoming very important. At this point in time, Ottawa is the number 15 seed on the eastern side of the 4A bracket. And what that's going to get you is that's going to get you a game with either Piper or Bishop Miege. We already know what Piper's like. We saw them in game number 1 of the season. Bishop Miege, of course, the perennial state champions in this qualification and also 5A before that. So you want to move up if possible, play a team with maybe not quite so glossy of a record, and take your chances there. For Louisburg, they're kind of right in the middle of the pack of the 4A East bracket, and of course a win here would help them out considerably as they try to get good seeding and perhaps a first round home game in the playoffs that take place toward the end this upcoming month. We're going to take a break right here, come back with more. You're listening to the Superstands Cleaning Service Cyclone pregame show on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Puppies, kids, and Saturday night poker parties can all wreak havoc with your home's floors and furniture. Time to call Superstands Cleaning Service. Stan knows a thing or two about cleaning spots and stains, because over 40 years in business, he's seen a spot or two. Using hot water extraction steam to clean carpet, upholstery, grout and tile, and VCT towel maintenance, your spots and stains won't stand a chance. Let Stan be your cleaning man. Call 785-418 418-2463 or on Facebook at Superstands Cleaning Service. The KOFO Sports Guide keeps you in touch with your team, area high schools, or Ottawa University. Find your team's schedule in the KOFO Sports Guide, featuring football, volleyball, wrestling, and basketball, golf, soccer, tennis, baseball, softball, and track. Pick up your free KOFO Sports Guide at Santa Fe Trail Meets, Ottawa Recreation Commission, Proudy Building Services, Edward Jones Representative Ryan Henningsen, and Ottawa Co-op. You can also view the KOFO Sports Guide online at KOFO.com.
Back here on the Superstands Cleaning Service Cyclone pregame show. Let's take a look at other games tonight. Lebo at West Franklin this evening over in Pomona. Girard is at Anderson County in a non-league matchup for those two teams. Central Heights is hosting Marmonton Valley this evening. That's also non-league. Osawatomie at Wellsville in the Pine League tonight. It's Linden at Opie. Prairie View's on the road at Santa Fe Trail. Aola travels down to Fort Scott to take on the Tigers. And Piper hosts Spring Hill this evening. Also in the Frontier League, Baldwin is at Eudora, and Bonner Springs is at Tonganoxie. And, of course, we'll have scores and reports on those games and others throughout the 10 o'clock hour on the Kansas High School Basketball Scoreboard Show with their host, Nick Gosnell. Again, that comes your way at 10 o'clock tonight on KOFO. That's going to do it for our Superstands Clean Service Cyclone pregame show. We'll be back with more here from Louisburg High School after this time out. This is Ottawa High Basketball on KOFO.
Thank you for listening to the Superstands Cleaning Service Cyclone pregame show. Tip-off is next. Ask any coach. Wishing for a good game is not the best game plan. At home, wishing your carpet and furniture were clean isn't much of a game plan either. Stop wishing. Let Superstand be your cleaning man. Superstand's Cleaning Service at 418-2463. Stan's been making life clean, fresh, and more enjoyable for your friends and neighbors for over 40 years. Kids, pets, unexpected visits from relatives, they all can take a toll on your carpet. Live life clean and fresh. Call Superstand's Cleaning Service today at 418-2463. Let Stan be your cleaning man. 418-2463.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Ottawa Cyclone basketball on 103.7 FM, 1220, and online at KOFO.com. Brought to you by Sutton's Jewelry, Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Quality Structures Incorporated, Ransom Memorial Health, and by Ottawa University, Superstands Cleaning Service, the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Kramer Pharmacy, Kansas State Bank. This Cyclone basketball broadcast on KOFO is also being brought to you by Dingle & Son Mortuary, Cosentino's Price Chopper, Adamson Brothers, CarStar, Arvest Bank, also by C.S. Cunningham Construction, the Ottawa Herald, Hepner Appraisal Service, Ottawa High School, and Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, Bones Transportation, the City of Ottawa, Brandon Iron, Modern Woodman Agent Dale Pearson, Ottawa Family Physicians, and State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Now let's return courtside and rejoin KOFO's Gary Bateman for Ottawa Cyclone basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem being played by the Louisburg High School pep band. And back here at Louisburg High, let's give you tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for the Lady Cyclones, it'll be number 10, Lauren Curtis. She's a 5'6" sophomore, averaging 3 points a game. Number 11, Sophia Fickett. She is 5'10", a freshman, averaging 6 points a game. Number 12, Summer Speaker. She is 5'5", a sophomore, averaging 7 points a game. Number 22, Riley Titus. Titus is 5'9", a sophomore, averaging 6 points. And number 25, Kirsten Evans, a 5'7" freshman. She averages 4 points a game. And are 2-11 on the season, coached by Dwayne Caldwell, and assisted by Tim Sipe and Leslie Spear. For Louisburg, it's senior for Carson Buffington. Number 5, Kenna Hankinson, who is also a senior. Number 10, Haley Kane, a junior. Number 12, Elise Moore. She is a sophomore, and also a sophomore, number 20, Madeline Melton. Lady Cats are 6-8 on the season, and they are coached by Sean Lowry and assisted by Leanna Willard and Nick Chapman. Ottawa will be in red uniforms, black and white trim, while Louisburg will be in white uniforms with purple trim. And the Cyclones are going to move left to right as we see it here in the first half of play. And again, your starters for the Cyclones, it'll be Curtis, Ficken, Spiegel, Titus, and Evans. And for the Wildcats, it'll be Buffington, Hankinson, Kane, Moore, and Melton. And that is Elise Moore. There's also an Ashley Moore on the roster. In the center circle, Haley Kane for Louisburg, Lauren Curtis for the Cyclones. Hope you enjoyed the basketball action here this evening. Our tip-off sponsored by Bones Transportation, locally owned and operated trucking company for over 50 years and a longtime supporter of the Ottawa Cyclones student-athlete. Bones Transportation in South Ottawa. Here we go. Tap will be controlled by Louisburg in the front court. Now the ball is knocked away, and we'll have a whistle and a kicked ball, and the Wildcats will retain possession after Ottawa had picked it up. Kane will inbound right in front of assistant coach Tim Sipe. Comes in to Hankinson, who had to get a right back to Kane before she fell into backcourt. Kane goes skip pass over to Moore on the right side. Out top, that is Hankinson. Hankinson looking in the post for Melton, but it's not there. Left side now to Buffington. Buffington to the free throw line. Off it goes. Here's a drive by Moore along the right sideline, and she'll be fouled by Lauren Curtis. So Curtis will pick up the foul. Kane will inbound along the baseline. And she'll get into Buffington. Ottawa did a poor job of defending that. And Buffington puts in the two-pointer. Up court come the Cyclones. Evans off to Titus. Titus, right side, Evans. And a skip pass back to Titus, top of the circle. Over the left corner, that's Curtis. She's double-teamed on the zone, and her pass is swatted and stolen. Up court comes Hankinson, guarded by Spiegel. She'll take it left, knocked away by Spiegel, but Hankinson controls. Bounces left side for Buffington. Buffington to the top of the key. Gets a pick, now drives around Evans, takes it to the hole, and will be fouled. Ottawa foul will be on Kirsten Evans. It's her first and the team's second. And a couple of free throws coming up for Carson Buffington, who's been a starter since she was a freshman. Free throw attempt on the way, rattles out. 6:57 to play in the first period, 2-0 Louisburg. Second free throw on the way is good. In it comes to Evans, full court pressure by the Wildcats. Titus, couple bounces, now takes a right across the timeline to Evans. That might have been a over and back violation. Here's a drive by Ficken, and Sophia is fouled. She'll go to the line for two. Foul called on Madeline Melton. Freshman Sophia Ficken shoots and misses. Off the back iron, no good. Second free throw up, and that one's around the rim and in. 3-1 Wildcats. Up court comes Hankinson. Left side Buffington, now left baseline Melton. She finds a cutting Moore underneath. Moore will lay it in. Good movement without the basketball that time by the Wildcats, and they lead 5-1. There's a pass, dangerous pass, and there's an over and back violation on Ottawa. Evans did not get her feet set in backcourt before that she caught that pass and then went into backcourt. Second Ottawa turnover. Hankinson. Left side goes to Kane. Now Moore swings it outside to Buffington, around to Hankinson to the baseline, puts up the guarded jumper and misses, and Evans has the rebound. Here's Evans pushing it up the left sideline, looking to avoid a double team. Hits it off near the center circle to Titus. Now left wing to Evans, out to Ficken. Ficken skips it over to Spiegel off her hands, which she controls. Evans finds Titus at the free throw line. Now it goes to Ficken on the right wing. Ficken brings it back outside, and Wayne Caldwell wants a timeout. Timeout will come with 5:47 to play in the first period. Score is Louisburg 5 and Ottawa 1, and we're back in 30-second timeout. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
What it means to be an OU Brave is to be yourself. What I've learned here is I've created memories with friends, and I was actually really comfortable being in my own skin here. Everybody has their own personality, and we're all unique here, just trying to live significant lives. And I think I'm going to leave here with an imprint that will last forever and that I can hold on to and look back at and laugh at and see that I not only learned something, but I created friendships and memories that will always stick with me. That's what it means to be brave, to be yourself.
Be a brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
Ottawa has the basketballs. Will get back to action. And ball's thrown away. Spiegel wasn't looking for it. And a steal by Buffington. Buffington on the dribble. Spiegel right with her. Now between the circles, it's Hankinson. Left side it goes to Kane along the baseline. Melton rather. Now she finds a cutter Moore who traveled with it and got away with it. Hankinson will shoot for three and hit. Should have been a traveling call on Elise Moore. Was not whistled. And the Cyclones now down 8-1. Here's Spiegel. Down court it goes to Curtis. Into the post to Titus, but that pass is knocked away and stolen. The Cyclones very tentative going toward the basketball. Wrestlers have been the Wildcats so far. Free throw line Moore. Between the circles, Kane. Kane looks, still has her dribble. Puts it on the floor. Left side it goes. Buffington for three. Too hard. Rebound Curtis. Up court comes Evans. Over it goes to Spiegel. Spiegel looking to get around. Now gets around Buffington too. Pass underneath is knocked away, and it's out of bounds off Ottawa. Cyclones will send in Juliet Lane and Brittany Hornbuckle. 8-1 Wildcats. 4:38 to play in the first. This Wildcat team, you've got to go right after them. You've got to force them to foul, and they will foul. They've shown that over the last several years. They're so aggressive, you just got to make them commit that foul. Here's Moore with it along the baseline. Buffington, she bumps into Evans, missed the shot, and fouled on the rebound. That's a good example right there. Carson Buffington had no chance to get that rebound, but went over the back of Kirsten Evans, committed the foul, her first and the team's second. Spiegel will check out. Curtis back in for Ottawa High. Full court pressure. Curtis looking to get it in. Does to Lane. Now off it goes to Curtis. Curtis to Hornbuckle. Back to Curtis. Curtis over it goes to Evans. Evans needs to get across. Does to Lane. Lane's pass is tipped but taken by Ficken near the corner. Nice pass inside to Curtis, but she didn't go up for it. And now we have a whistle in a tie-up situation. Ottawa will retain possession underneath their bucket. Sean Lowry is going to substitute for the Wildcats. He's going to send in Brooklyn Dietrich and Megan Foote. Spiegel back in for Ottawa, replacing Evans. Third game in 3 days. Check that, 4 days for Ottawa High. So you would imagine that the Cyclones will substitute liberally here this evening. Titus comes back in also at the whistle, replacing Hornbuckle. Pass comes into Curtis. Curtis goes right side Ficken, who shoots for three, and it's off the rim, no good. Buffington has the rebound. Here she comes in a hurry. Up court, now stops at the three-point arc. Gives it off to Diedrich. Diedrich looks inside. Instead, right side it goes to Moore. Moore dumps into the post of Melton, goes up, had her shot blocked, and it's out of bounds. It'll stay with Louisburg. 8-1 Wildcats, 3:39 to play in the first. And it comes to Melton. Melton was fouled as she went up for the shot. And again, the Cyclones did a poor job on the interior on the defense. This foul called on Sophia Ficken. And Madeline Melton will be at the free throw line for a couple of shots. The first one is good. Evans comes in. Ficken will check out. Melton hits both free throws. Lane for Ottawa High is double team. Bounce it over to Titus. Titus. Nice bounce pass to Evans. Over goes along the baseline to Spiegel. Spiegel back outside right wing to Titus. Pass is tipped by Diedrich and stolen. And Cyclones turn it over again. They're sixth. Free throw line, it goes to Moore. Now right side. Here's a three-point try by Foot that's too hard. Rebound inside Melton. And a foul on the shot. And Melton back to the free throw line. Evans will pick up her second personal foul. And boy, wouldn't the Cyclones like to have a couple of girls the size of Melton, Buffington, and Moore. No heights listed in the program, but you got to figure they're at least 5'10". Ficken will check back in for the Cyclones, replacing Titus. Melton now 3 points in the game. Second free throw, misses short. Rebound inside is taken by Buffington, and she was fouled, and she'll go to the line for two. And that one's on Ficken, her second. Cyclones look like they have not come out to play here this evening. Buffington hits the first free throw. They're being beaten to every loose ball. Second one up and good. Buffington has 5, and substitution for Ottawa, Katie White will replace Ficken, who goes out with 2 personals. Titus also back in, and Evans will come out also with 2 personals. 13-1, 3:29 to play in the first quarter. Bounced into Spiegel. Spiegel, back it goes to Curtis. Curtis, nice pass to the interior, to the middle rather, to Titus, and now the ball is knocked away from behind by Diedrich and out of bounds. Ottawa will inbound just right of the scorer's table. Spiegel for Ottawa, who's not gotten many shots on the basket here so far tonight. Here's Spiegel, double team, and a pass is stolen by Moore momentarily, but Ottawa got it back. Now the ball tipped away from behind and knocked out of bounds. And it comes to Spiegel. Spiegel, as Louisburg looks to double team. And a foul called on Moore. She pushed Curtis to the ground. Her first personal foul. Like I said, if you make them work at getting those steals, they're going to commit fouls. Ottawa will inbound, and it comes to Titus. Titus doubled. Gets it off to Curtis, far sideline. Curtis, free throw line, Titus. Titus, step back jumper is good. First basket from the field for the Cyclones. Riley Titus makes it 13-3. Up court comes Foot, far sideline, Diedrich. Out top, Moore. Moore, Melton, top of the circle. Underneath, the pass to Diedrich, and she puts it in. There's a pass head to Curtis, a 2-on-1, and a double dribble call on Curtis trying to make the pass. Hankinson and Kane back in for Louisburg. We lead at 15-3 here. Wildcats bring it up court. Hankinson takes it right over the corner. Diedrich, she'll pump a 3. Missed it. Rebound is tipped by Foot. Can she save it? No, it's out of bounds. Boys action to follow here. And don't forget at 10 o'clock it's the high school basketball scoreboard show. Spiegel. She was fouled by Buffington. There was no whistle. And they'll say it's a turnover. Buffington bumped her, which forced Spiegel to lose control of the basketball, but no whistle. Hankinson, left side it goes to Foot near the Ottawa bench. Out top Kane, round to Diedrich, looking inside for a cutter. Instead goes left side Hankinson, who'll put up a three ball and miss well off the mark, and Katie White has the board. Up court comes Spiegel. They'll try to trap her at midcourt. Spiegel breaks that trap, but then pass is stolen by Hankinson. She gets it ahead of Diedrich, and a foul will be called on Spiegel. And already that's 6 team fouls on the Cyclones. First foul on number 12. Ottawa's turned it over 9 times here in the first period. Comes out high to Hankinson, who puts up a three. That one misses. Out of bounds, it belonged to Ottawa. Last touch by Kane. And it comes to Lane. Bounce over to Titus. Titus pass was tipped out of bounds by Kane. And Dwayne Caldwell wants a timeout. Minute 16 to play here in the first. Score is Louisburg 15, Ottawa 3, and we're back in 1 minute. This is Cyclone basketball on KOFO.
Ready for something different for dinner? Try the Brendan Iron. Order up a real ribeye steak, smoked pork chops, or a hearty hamburger steak. We've got macaroni and cheese for the kids. Family-friendly service with a familiar smile. The Brendan Iron Bar and Grill in Princeton, off Highway 59.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
This is Chase Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. I recently joined my father in business, and I am looking forward to working with families in Miami and Franklin County. Louisburg will be my home base, and I am eager to make friends and meet the neighbors.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323. Need a recap of the ball game? Subscribe today and never miss a score by reading the Ottawa Herald sports page or visit online at ottawaherald.com. A 3-month subscription is only $24 plus tax, and that includes internet access. Call the Ottawa Herald at 242-4700, option 2.
Ottawa's burned 2 timeouts already here in the first period. Cyclones have the basketball. Comes into Spiegel. Spiegel goes left side of the lane near the sideline. She's double teamed. Will dribble around it. Look for help. Left wing now way over near the sideline to Titus. Titus, nearly tied up, was fouled, and now they finally call it. This foul goes against Megan Foot. Foul on number 33. That's her first foul. Team foul number 4. Comes in the lane, over to Spiegel. Spiegel nearly traveled with it, and then threw a bad pass, which is stolen by Haley Kane. Kane off to Hankinson. Hankinson, right side Diedrich. Out of Kane. Here is Buffington holding it high overhead. Right side Hankinson. Hankinson skips it across to Diedrich, left wing. Now an open underneath is Kane. She missed the shot, though. And Katie White with the rebound. Cross-court pass to Spiegel. She breaks into front court. Pass down court to Titus. Now inside to Titus. Went to Curtis first, then to Titus. And Titus was fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2. That's on Buffington. It's her second. That's a foul on Buffington for the Wildcats. Team foul number 5. On the line, 2 for the Cyclones. Free throw, Riley Titus misses. It rolls in. It hung on the rim, looked like it was going to roll off, and then kind of got a second wind and rolled through. Melton's back in along with Moore for the Wildcats. Titus' second one is good. She has 4, and it's 15-5 with 16 seconds to play in the period. Hankinson with it. Far sideline to Kane, now to Moore, dumps underneath to Melton, and Melton will lay it in. 4 seconds, 3, and it comes to White. White needs to shoot it, and that'll be the end of the first period. At the end of 1, Louisburg 17 and Ottawa 5, and we'll be back in 1 minute. This is Cyclone basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Have you seen the Coliseum in Rome? Kind of crumbly looking, isn't it? That's because it wasn't built by C.S. Cunningham Concrete. In fact, if C.S. Cunningham had been around back then, the Leaning Tower of Pisa would simply be known as the Tower of Pisa. No lean. That's because C.S. Cunningham Concrete does it right with fully trained and licensed workers. If they'd built the London Bridge, there'd be no song about it falling down. Commercial, residential, concrete. C.S. Cunningham, 785-242-7101.
Dr. Mike Hyatt, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic.
The number one overall health problem that we have and that we're dealing with right now would be being overweight or being obese. How do we talk about this? I think our role is to encourage our patients to become more active, encourage them to park a little further away out in the parking lot, to try and take 1,000 extra steps a day, to try and watch what they eat.
For your free consultation, call 785-242-4100, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
Technology, mobile banking. I totally heart my bank.
Kansas State Bank, a better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Underway here in the second period after a missed three-point shot by Buffington. Ottawa has the basketball. They'll inbound at midcourt after the ball knocked out of bounds. And Ottawa got away with an over and back violation once again. There's a dangerous pass. It's stolen by Melton. Melton will drive to the bucket, shoot and score with the left hand. 11 Ottawa turnovers. Ottawa's done a miserable job here protecting the basketball. Another timeout called for by the Cyclones. This one comes with 7:25 to play in the first half. It's Louisburg 19 and Ottawa 5, and we're back in 30 seconds. This is Ottawa High basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
You've spent countless hours and more money than you even realize establishing and running your business. When was the last time you evaluated how you're marketing your business? Other than your family and a few friends, how many potential customers or clients even know where you are or what you do? KOFO Marketing can help. Local radio advertising is still one of the most effective and affordable ways to share your message every day. Daily radio advertising builds image, trust, and value. Don't you want that for your business? Email sales@kofo.com or call 242-1220.
Ottawa now has used 3 of their 5 timeouts as we're back to action. Here's Spiegel double team. And an over and back violation as Moore tapped it away from her, and then Spiegel dribbled on the center line. Hankinson with the basketball off to Moore. Moore looks in the post. Instead, right side it goes to Kane. Kane bounced it down low for Melton, but overthrew the pass. And that, by my count, is the first turnover on Louisburg here tonight. Ottawa looking to get it in. They finally do to Spiegel. Now to Titus. Titus. Cross goes to Spiegel. Spiegel into the left elbow to Pick, and now to Titus for a shot that misses. And the rebound taken by Kane, and now a reach-in foul on Lauren Curtis. That'll be the second foul on Curtis, and it'll be a 1-and-1 at the other end. Foul, number 10, Curtis. Foul, team foul number 7. Haley Kane will be at the line, 1-and-1. Kane's free throw attempt is good. Louisburg now 7 of 9 from the stripe. Lane will check in for Ottawa High. She'll replace Spiegel. Cyclones are back in action on Tuesday night at home. They'll take on Eudora, a rematch of a game from last Friday. So those two teams playing each other within a week and a half. Kind of odd. This season's a little bit odd with the three new teams in the Frontier League. Second free throw misses, and Curtis has the rebound. Evans off to Curtis, now to Lane. Lane, dangerous pass, but taken by Evans. Here's a skip pass to Lane. Lane looking things over, bounces to Evans between the circles, guarded by Moore. Now Ficken right side. Ficken, now top to Titus. Titus driving, throwing it up over Kane, too hard, and Kane rebounds. And a reach in and a tie-up by Titus, and that forces a turnover. Inbounds comes to Curtis at the free throw line. Cross court it goes to Ficken. Ficken swings it right side to Evans. She thought about the shot, didn't take it. Now Titus at the free throw line had trouble with it, but did corral it finally. Evans bounced it out to Ficken. Ficken, right side Evans. Evans over to Lane. That pass is knocked away. Lane got it back. Lane looking. Now it goes left side Ficken. Always outside the circle. Now a pass over the head of Evans, out of bounds. Diedrich and Foote, also Sydney Kegel in for Louisburg. 5:56 to play in the half, 20-5. Wildcats with the lead. Spiegel will check in. She'll replace Lane. We'll have the high school basketball scoreboard show for you tonight at 10 o'clock on KOFO. Afternoon, it's obviously basketball. Kegel with the basketball. Far sideline, Diedrich looks inside, finds Melton. Melton shoots and scores. Melton sealed off against Ficken, got the easy bucket, and she now has 9. Titus picks up dribble, passes tips by Diedrich. Diedrich left-handed layup is good. And the lead up to 19 for the Wildcats. Ahead comes Evans. Her pass is stolen by Buffington. Buffington drives the lane, and the layup misses. Rebound to Evans, and it's out of bounds off Ottawa. White back in for the Cyclones. And timeout Ottawa. 5:15 to play in the half. This is a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Score is Louisburg 24 and Ottawa 5. We're back in 1 minute. This is Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
It doesn't matter if you're in the game or just working around the house. Injuries can happen, but not all of them require a trip to the ER. Ransom Memorial Health's Express Care Clinic can help. They're now open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Ransom Memorial Health, providing you with remarkable care. Visit ransom.org.
There's no doubt a cold Kansas winter is headed our way. Is your heater up to the challenge? Call the pros at Adamson Brothers to make sure. 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
What's the value of your real estate? Hepner Appraisal Service in Ottawa has been providing real estate appraisals for individuals, banks, and lending institutions for nearly 40 years. Jim, Wade, and Scott wish the Cyclones the best of luck this season. Call Hepner Appraisal Service 242-6685.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
Louisburg to inbound. Foote finally gets it out high. Kegel will drive, have the ball knocked away and stolen by Evans. Here comes Evans on the dribble, and he's knocked away from behind by Diedrich. Good defense by the Wildcats there. After Evans got the steal. Evans looking to get it in. Finally will throw it out high at White. Swings it cross court to Spiegel. Near the sideline, Curtis. Now free throw line pass to Evans. Evans finds White, left elbow. Her ball passes away from behind and a steal. 16 turnovers on Ottawa. Foot to Diedrich for a long three right side. That's no good. And rebounded by Spiegel for the Cyclones. Louisburg backs out of the pressure. Here's Curtis with it. Curtis along the sideline looking for help. Back out it goes to Evans. Evans bounces right side for Curtis near the Louisburg bench. Top of the circle, Titus. Long three, a little bit too hard. Rebound to Melton. And a steal by Evans. She'll take it in, have it knocked away as a bad pass. But Ottawa's going to retain possession. No, they're going to say it's last touch by Ottawa. And then we'll have substitutions. Camille Hadel-Raby will come in for Ottawa. Elise Moore and Haley Kane back in for Louisburg. 4:11 to play in the first half, 24-5. Wildcats with the lead. Diedrich far sideline to Kane. Kane off to Moore. Moore to drive, spins to the free throw line. It's off to Diedrich, now the corner foot. Into the post, that pass is stolen. Here comes Evans the other way. Evans has it knocked away from behind. It goes out of bounds. Hankinson will come back in for Coach John Lowry. Ottawa has just one bucket from the field. They trail here by 19. Titus gets it into Spiegel. Spiegel to Evans, left side. Evans back to Spiegel. Spiegel over to Evans. Everything is a high pass. Here's a pass inside to Curtis and a lay-in. Nice look that time by Evans for the assist in the first two for Lauren Curtis tonight. Left wing it goes to Kegel. Along the baseline, Kane. Her pass is tipped. Another steal by Ottawa. Now the Wildcats getting sloppy with the ball. Curtis bounces it over to Evans. To Spiegel, left corner. Spiegel, pass underneath to Evans. Her shot no good, but a foul. That'll be called on Elise Moore. Kirsten Evans will be at the free throw line for two. 16 foul. Free throw Evans is good. Buffington back in for Louisburg. Lane and Ficken come back in for Ottawa. Evans' second one is no good, too hard. And it's going to be saved nicely by Buffington, but she stepped on the sideline. And Ottawa will get the basketball back. Melton replaces Diedrich for the Wildcats. 3 minutes to go in the half, 24-8. Ficken looks to get it in. Needs to find somebody, and does. It's Lane. Lane picks up her dribble. And bounce the free throw line to Ficken. Over it goes to Spiegel, who lays it up, and a block from behind, and rebounded by Buffington. Hankinson with the basketball. Kane left wing. Between the circles, Moore. Right wing, Hankinson. Hankinson back outside to Buffington, around to Moore. They look for Melton. It's not there. Round it comes, and now a timeout called by Sean Lowry. This one comes with 2:24 to play in the second period. Louisburg on top 24-8, and we're back in 30 seconds. This is Cyclone basketball on KOFO.
Chad Bruner, Director of the Ottawa Recreation Commission.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission would like to thank all of our volunteers for their service in helping with the ORC. These individuals play an important role in everything we do here. From all the ORC staff and board members, thank you.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. We're proud to be involved in the communities we serve and support the youth of today, because they're our leaders for tomorrow. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, providing compassionate care when you need it most.
16-point Louisburg lead. The Wildcats will have the basketball as we get back to action. Tomorrow we have Ottawa University basketball for you. They take on the Bethel Threshers It's a 3 o'clock ladies tip-off, 5 o'clock for the guys. And here's a steal off the inbounds by Evans, and out of bounds, it will stay with the Cyclones. And all of a sudden, Louisburg, who did not turn the ball over at all in the first period, have turned it over 7 times in this quarter. Diedrich comes back in, replacing Kane. Evans comes into Hadel Raby. Emil looks, and a pass stolen by Moore. Here comes Moore, driving against Ficken, and Ficken stole it back from her. Lane looks over the situation, over to Evans, across the timeline to Titus. Here's a pass to Ficken, down low, Hadel Raby. Hadel Raby puts the shot up and was blocked. Rebound to Lane momentarily, now a loose ball, and we'll have a whistle and tie-up. Possession arrow will give it to the Wildcats. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Far sideline, Diedrich. Diedrich skip pass over to Hankins, left wing. Looking inside, an alley pass is overthrown. It's going to go out of bounds to the Cyclones. 9 Wildcat turnovers. Ottawa's doubled that, though. They have 18. It's into Lane. Lane spinning. Bounce pass over to Titus, across the timeline to Evans, and it comes to Lane. Lane will drive the lane, shoot and miss. Rebound to Elise Moore. She thought about bringing it up court quickly, now decides to get it to point guard Hankinson. Hankinson, high post to Moore, into the low post to Melton. Melton's turnaround with the left hand misses, and Hadel Raby has the rebound. Here's Evans pushing it up court. Up, no whistle. Pass along the right blocks to Ficken. Now pass inside is knocked out of bounds. Put back in for Louisburg. And Lauren Curtis is going to check in Ottawa. Evans will inbound, left of the Cyclone basket, and it comes out high to Ficken. Ficken will drive, throw up the jumper, score, she fouled. Louisburg foul is going to be against Madeline Milton, her second personal. Chance for a three-point play. That was Lauren Curtis, actually, with the bucket. And Curtis missed the free throw. Rebound to Louisburg. Far sideline, it goes to Foot. Foot in traffic. Off to Buffington for a three-point try, left wing that's in. 8 for Carson Buffington. 27-10. Here's Lane to Evans. Across the timeline of Titus. Ottawa doing a much better job now of getting the ball into front court. That three-point try by Titus is no good, and then a traveling violation as Buffington couldn't help herself. She fell down and turned the ball over. 22 seconds to play in the period. Let's see if Ottawa works for one shot here. Evans looks to get it in. Free throw line to Titus. She'll pump the jumper too hard. Rebound taken by Foot. Up court come the Wildcats with 15 on the clock. Foot on the dribble, takes it left, takes it inside. Foul on Ottawa, and that'll be 3 on Evans, I believe. That foul's on the floor. Now they'll call it on Lane. So Lane with a reach in, her first. 1-1 for Megan Foot. Free throw attempt by Foot is no good. Rebound Curtis. 6 seconds to go. Here's Evans. Long pass ahead is stolen. Foot with 2. She won't get a shot off, and that's the end of the first half. We're at halftime here at Louisburg High School, and the Wildcats lead the Cyclones 27-10. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. You're listening to Ottawa High Basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Ottawa High School is proud to partner with Kansas State Bank to sponsor the Ottawa High Student of the Week. Those recognized are chosen by Ottawa High staff for their outstanding performance in one or more areas, including academic achievement, student leadership, athletic performance, community outreach, school spirit, and overall modeling of positive behavior at Ottawa High School. The faculty and staff at Ottawa High are proud to have our community support the students in their chosen activities. Creating tomorrow's problem solvers today. That's Ottawa High School. Go Cyclones! Bones Transportation has been a family-owned and operated trucking company in Ottawa for over 50 years and a longtime supporter of Ottawa Cyclone athletics. They wish the Cyclone basketball teams the best of luck this season. Bones Transportation in South Ottawa.
No appointment needed to be treated at the Ottawa Care Clinic inside Cosentino's Price Chopper. They're carrying an experienced registered nurse practitioners associated with Ottawa Family Physicians will diagnose and treat your injuries and minor illnesses with care. Most major insurance plans accepted. Ottawa Care Clinic, 120 East 19th Street in South Ottawa.
Cyclone fans, stand up and cheer. Ottawa debit cards are here. Show your Cyclone school spirit with an exclusive Ottawa High School debit card. Available only at Arvest Bank. Get yours today by opening a new checking account or upgrading your existing Arvest debit card. Even better, each card supports the Booster Club. Arvest encourages you to support local students and their after-school activities. Stop by their location on 3rd Street in Ottawa to get your Cyclones debit card today. Arvest Bank, member FDIC. Fees may apply.
What's the value of your real estate? Hepner Appraisal Service in Ottawa has been providing real estate appraisals for individuals, banks, and lending institutions for nearly 40 years. Jim, Wade, and Scott wish the Cyclones the best of luck this season. Call Hepner Appraisal Service 242-6685.
Smart Ottawa shoppers know Cosentino's Price Chopper has the best rewards program in town. Only Price Chopper lets you earn points on all your purchases. Visit mypricechopper.com and start saving on food or fuel today. Shop Cosentino's, your local family-owned grocer since 1948.
Halftime of our ladies' game, and it's Louisburg 27, Ottawa 10. Wildcats forced 19 Ottawa turnovers in the first half, 10 of those in the first period. Cyclones could get just one basket in the first 12-plus minutes of the ball game. Played much better in the second period. In fact, Louisburg outscored them 10-5 in the second quarter. They stopped turning the ball over quite so much and started forcing the Wildcats into making some errors, but they still trail big here at the half by the score of 27-10. I want to remind you again that we have OU basketball tomorrow afternoon. It's the Braves and the Bethel Threshers. Big game for both Ottawa teams. It's senior day, and we'll have the play-by-play for you starting at about 2:45. Casey Weeder will be there with the Superstand Cleaning Service pregame show. So join us tomorrow for Ottawa and Bethel from Wilson Fieldhouse right here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO. At halftime, Louisburg leads Ottawa here 20-10. This is Ottawa High basketball on 1220 and 103.7 KOFO.
This is Craig Dengel of Dengel & Son Mortuary. All of our locations sell monuments. We have talented people who are experts in bringing your ideas to life to help you create the monument you envision. The possibilities are unlimited.
Dengel & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323. Chad Bruner, Director of the Ottawa Recreation Commission.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission would like to thank all of our volunteers for their service in helping with the ORC. These individuals play an important role in everything we do here. From all the ORC staff and board members, thank you.
Have you seen the Coliseum in Rome? Kind of crumbly looking, isn't it? That's because it wasn't built by C.S. Cunningham Concrete. In fact, if C.S. Cunningham had been around back then, the Leaning Tower of Pisa would simply be known as the Tower of Pisa. No lean. That's because C.S. Cunningham Concrete does it right, with fully trained and licensed workers. If they'd built the London Bridge, there'd be no song about it falling down. Commercial, residential, concrete. C.S. Cunningham, 785-242-7101.
Dr. Mike Hyatt, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic.
People in the United States will suffer at least 1 or 2 episodes of debilitating back pain in their life. You know, we see an epidemic in prescription medication abuse and overdose. Chiropractic is a natural, hands-on, patient-centered health care treatment for low back pain, for neck pain, for mid-back pain. We're an alternative to having to take medications. We're an alternative to having to have surgery.
For your free consultation, call 785-242-4100.
You've spent countless hours and more money than you even realize establishing and running your business. When was the last time you evaluated how you're marketing your business? Other than your family and a few friends, how many potential customers or clients even know where you are or what you do? KOFO Marketing can help. Local radio advertising is still one of the most effective and affordable ways to share your message every day. Daily radio advertising builds image, trust, and value. Don't you want that for your business? Email sales@kofo.com or call 242-1220.
Both the men's teams out for shoot-arounds here at halftime with Louisburg's girls on top of Ottawa 27-10. Let's take a look at the scoring. First of all, for the Wildcats, 9 points for Madeline Milton, 8 for Carson Buffington, 4 points for Brooklyn Diedrich off the bench, 3 for Kenya Hankinson, 2 points for Elise Moore, and 1 for Haley King. For Ottawa, 4 points apiece for Lauren Curtis and Riley Titus. Sophia Ficken and Kirsten Evans each have 1. As I mentioned earlier, Ottawa turned it over 19 times in the first half of play, 10 for Louisburg. All of those in the second period. The Wildcats really got sloppy with it, and Ottawa doing a much better job on the defensive end in the second period. Free throw shooting, Louisburg was 7 of 11, while Ottawa went 4 for 7. Foul trouble, Cyclones have 3 with 2 fouls. Lauren Curtis, Sophia Ficken, and Kirsten Evans. For Louisburg, Carson Buffington, Elise Moore, and Madeline Melton, each with 2 personals. The score at half, 27-10 Louisburg. We'll be back in 2 minutes. This is Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
To protect your family and plan for your financial future, get to know your Modern Woodman agent.
Hello, I'm Dale Pearson, your Modern Woodman agent in Ottawa, Kansas. Call me today at 242-6566.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
The Brandon Iron has the best dinner options in these parts. Thursday night special is prime rib, which a lot of folks say is the best they've ever had. And don't forget to try our handmade desserts. We're a quick drive, just 6 short miles south of Ottawa, Highway 59 to Princeton.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO Sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055. Need a recap of the ball game? Subscribe today and never miss a score by reading the Ottawa Herald sports page or visit online at ottawaherald.com. A 3-month subscription is only $24 plus tax, and that includes internet access. Call the Ottawa Herald at 242-4700, option 2.
Ottawa High School is proud to partner with Kansas State Bank to sponsor the Ottawa High Student of the Week. Those recognized are chosen by Ottawa High staff for their outstanding performance in one or more areas, including academic achievement, student leadership, athletic performance, community outreach, school spirit, and overall modeling of positive behavior at Ottawa High School. The faculty and staff at Ottawa High are proud to have our community support the students in their chosen activities. Creating tomorrow's problem solvers today. That's Ottawa High School. Go Cyclones!
Quality Structures Incorporated in Richmond is proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast. They know that experience matters on the field and when it comes to your building needs. Visit qualitystructures.com and put their years of experience in constructing post-frame buildings to work for you.
Both teams out of the locker room and get set for the second half of play. It's 27-10, Louisburg with the lead. Other games in the area tonight, we're trying to get some scores for you, but struggling with signal over here in Louisburg. Bonner Springs is at Tonganoxie, Baldwin at Eudora, Spring Hill at Piper, all of those in the frontier tonight. Also, Paola is on the road tonight over at Fort Scott to take on the Tigers. It's Santa Fe Trail hosting Prairie View. Wellsville is at home against Osawatomie. Those are both games in the Pioneer League. Levo is at West Franklin tonight. Girard at Anderson County. Central Heights hosts Farmington Valley. And Linden on the road at Olpe. And all the scores for you at 10 o'clock tonight on the high school basketball scoreboard show. It'll be Ottawa's possession to start the second half. Again, the Cyclones led by Lauren Curtis and Riley Titus, each with 4 points. And for Louisburg, 9 points for Madeline Melton and another 8 for Carson Buffington. Louisburg, it'll be their starting five. Buffington, Hankinson, Kane, Moore, and Melton. For Ottawa, Titus, Evans, Spiegel, Curtis, and Ficken, their starting five. Underway in the third period. 1-2, 1-1 zone trap for Louisburg. Here's Ficken for a three from the left wing. It's no good. And Moore rebounds. Here she comes 2-on-2. And Spiegel will slow her up a bit. Goes off to Hankinson. Hankinson on the drive to the lane. Off it goes Buffington. Left wing three is good. 11 points tonight for Carson Buffington. Ficken with the basketball. Now to Evans. In the front court to Spiegel. Here's Titus. Titus driving, forcing the shot up. Foul on Louisburg. And I believe that'll be the third on Buffington. Now on number 4, Buffington. Third foul on Carson Buffington. And if I were a coach, I would plan my game plan of going right at Carson Buffington. Here's a free throw good by Titus. She's a fine offensive player, but she's too aggressive defensively and gets herself in foul trouble. Second free throw up, and that one rims in. Titus now with 6. It's 30-12. Hankinson with the basketball, driving in, gives it off to Buffington right side. She'll take it to the baseline, cut off by Evans. Now right side on the wing, it's Moore. Between the circles, Kane. Kane will take it to the bucket, lost her balance. They'll say Ottawa committed a foul. That foul is on Sophia Ficken. It's her third. Check that. I'm sorry. It's on Spiegel. Second foul on Summer Spiegel. First Ottawa team foul. Kane looks, and comes out high to Hankinson. Hankinson takes it right. Here's Moore with it, taking it baseline, bounces across court to Melton, who missed the shot, got her own rebound, goes up with the right hand. That one won't fall. And now she nearly throws the ball away. In fact, she did throw the ball away. Turnover on the Wildcats. And Ottawa gets the basketball back. Spiegel with it. Summer looking over the potential double team. Far sideline to Evans. Free throw line to Titus, who throws up a three and misses everything. And that ball's out of bounds to Louisburg. Maybe a bit too quick of a shot that time by Titus, but she was open. Hankinson into front court. Reverse dribble. Now off it goes to Moore, who takes it in the lane. Missed the shot. Titus rebounds. Titus brings it up court. She'll take it to the free throw line. She'll throw up the shot, no good. Moore has the rebound. Here she comes quickly. She'll take it into the lane, lose control of it momentarily, lost control again, but picked up by Melton. And Melton's shot rolls in, and she's fouled. Foul is on Sophia Ficken, number 3 on her. Lane will come into the Ottawa lineup, replacing Titus. Melton now in double figures with 11. Try to complete a three-point play here. She's 3 for 4 from the line so far this evening. Left-hander's free throw attempt is good. Evans, double team. Cross court goes to Curtis. Now Lane with it. She's doubled. Near the left corner, Curtis. Free throw line to Evans. Pass down low to Ficken. Had trouble with the basketball. Now loose ball. And rolls out of bounds to Louisburg. Well, Ottawa did a good job of moving the basketball around that time. But Ficken couldn't hang on underneath. And the turnover is number 20 on the night. Titus replaces Ficken for Ottawa. 5:45 to play in the third period. Hankinson for the Wildcats, looks to penetrate, now cut off. Far sideline, Buffington. Skip pass over to Kane. Kane will shoot a three-pointer and hit. Haley Kane with 4. Here's Spiegel with it. Spiegel into the middle of Evans. Now ahead comes to Titus. Titus into the lane, bump, hits the shot, and she's fouled. Melton moved away from Titus, but did not hold her ground, so she gets the foul called on her. It's her third. Titus now with 8 points can try to make it 9 with a free throw. That was a good job by Riley to realize that the defensive player was moving backwards, and you won't get that foul called offensively in those situations. Free throw misses. Here comes Buffington. She dribbles around the double team. Skips it out to Hankinson, top of the circle. Hankinson looks, dribbles around Curtis. Her shot was swatted away by Spiegel, and Lane has it for Ottawa. Here's Curtis, ahead to Spiegel. Down the far sideline, in the corner Lane. Lane finds Evans, pops the jumper, no good. Rebound out of bounds and was last touched by Ottawa. 4:45 to play, third period, 36-14 Louisburg. The Wildcats will now send in Diedrich and Foote. Cyclones will counter with Ficken, who will come in to replace Evans. Into front court, Foote takes it to the free throw line, lost control of it, and a steal. And now we're going to have a double dribble call on Ottawa. Spiegel did double dribble, but it looked like it might have been hit by a Louisburg player. Foote, cross court to Buffington, into the post, it goes to Kane. Kane's shot misses. Rebound fought for. Ficken has it for Ottawa. Ficken avoids the double team. Still not across the timeline. Now goes to Spiegel. Summer will take it into the lane. It's off the Juliet lane for a three, too hard. And Foote with the rebound. Knocked away by Lane from behind. She has the basketball. Spiegel drives in, throws up the jumper, no good. Lane fights for the rebound and gets it for Ottawa. Now needs some help. And finally bounces it near the Ottawa bench to Titus. Lane with it, drives, looks inside for Curtis, but it wasn't there. Now a bounce pass is stolen away by Diedrich, and a foul called against Sophia Ficken, her fourth. So Evans will come off the Ottawa bench. Sydney Kegel will check back in for Louisburg. 3:44 to play in the third. Louisburg leads by 22, 36-14. Diedrich running the point now. She'll take it left. She was bumped, and no foul. Off it goes to Moore on the loose ball. Moore wildly lost control of it. Now over it goes to Evans. Evans, ahead it comes to Spiegel. Spiegel into the lane. Jumper no good. And Buffington come back the other way for Louisburg. She's going to take it length of the floor. Be fouled by Titus, and the shot goes through. First foul on Riley Titus. Ottawa team foul number 4. White will replace Curtis for Ottawa High. Free throw for Buffington is good. Lane with it for Ottawa. A dangerous pass, but now a 3-on-1 for the Cyclones. Jumper no good by Evans, though, and rebounded by Haley Kane. A little floater that time by Evans, just hung on the rim and rolled off. Right side is Kegel for 3. No good, too hard. And Evans has the rebound for Ottawa. Evans ahead to Titus. Titus looks for help. Near the sideline, Lane. Lane takes it to the left baseline. Backs it out to Titus. Titus lost control of it. Here's a steal by Moore. She is ahead of the pack and lays it up good. Timeout, Blaine Caldwell. Comes with 2:24 to play in the third period. Score is Louisburg 41 and Ottawa 14. We'll be back in 1 minute with Cyclone basketball on KOFO.
The calendar says what you've known for some time now. It's winter. At CarStar, we'll be sure your car and your coverage are ready for what winter weather can bring. Stop in today at 402 North Main or call 242-8916. CarStar. Relax. We'll take it from here.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. Our staff knows the importance of working as a team to take care of you in your time of need. We want to show the youth in our communities that we support their teamwork as well by sponsoring this broadcast. I invite you to visit lamb-roberts.com.
Bones Transportation has been a family-owned and operated trucking company in Ottawa for over 50 years and a longtime supporter of Ottawa Cyclone athletics. They wish the Cyclone basketball teams the best of luck this season. Bones Transportation in South Ottawa.
Cyclones use their final timeout of the game. 2:24 to play in the third period. Ottawa has the basketball to get back to action. And it comes to Spiegel, and now to Evans, and to Lane as they break the token pressure. Here's a bounce to Spiegel. Spiegel to a cutting Evans. Evans, and ball's tipped, taken by Spiegel, far sideline. Back into the hands of Lane. Lane working against Moore. Bounce on the high post to White. Now Moore steals it, but stolen right back by Evans. Pass down low over the head of Spiegel and out of bounds. So 3 turnovers for the price of 2 right there. The Cyclones continue to struggle with the basketball here tonight. But Louisburg now has 14 turnovers of their own. Buffington, far sideline. Out top it goes to Melton. Now Moore finds an opening. She traveled with it. Moore's going to come to the bench. Looks like maybe it's just some blood. Yeah, she got a bloody nose there. Kane will replace her. Up court comes Evans. Evans passes tip, but taken by Spiegel. She's doubled, right back to Evans. Evans dumps down low to White. White's shot is good. Nice basket there by Katie White, her first 2 points of the night. Hankinson looks. Out it goes to Kane. Kane to Cagle. Cagle drives the baseline, had a strip from behind by Lane, and here comes Juliet Lane. Lane does a good job of blocking those passes or shots from behind. Here over in the corner, Spiegel. She'll stop. She had the shot, didn't take it. Out top it goes to Evans. Evans will pop the free throw line jumper. Too hard. Rebound Hankinson. Under a minute to play in the third. 41-16 Louisburg. Hankinson into front court. Far sideline Buffington. High post Melton. Now to Kane. Kane swings it left side to Hankinson. Hankinson over to Buffington. Underneath, pass is knocked away by Curtis, but taken by Kane. Skip pass to Hankinson outside the arc. 27 to play in the third period. Here's Kane. Kane looks into the post for the pass through the hands of Melton, and Ottawa steals it. Here's a pass ahead to Lane on the left wing. Lane had a three, instead tried to go free throw line to White, and there's a loose ball, and it's going to be finally a foul called against who? Foul's going to be on Katie White. Foot comes back in for the Wildcats. 6.9 seconds to play in the period. Here's a good test for the Cyclone defense right here. Bounced into Buffington. Buffington, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and a foul on Evans. Bailed her out with a blocking foul with .8 on the clock. That'll be the third foul on Kirsten Evans. Probably actually not a bad foul right there. But it is a sixth Ottawa team foul, so Louisburg shoots free throws the rest of the way. Enough time for a catch and shoot, but that's about it. Buffington will get into Hankinson. She won't get the shot off at the end of the third quarter with the score. Louisburg 41, Ottawa 16. We're back in a minute. This is Cyclone basketball on KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
I came here to run cross country, and it ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of to be on the team. Everyone is so completely different. There are people you never thought you'd be friends with, nothing like your outside friends, but somehow you all click to be the same and have the same interests, but yet completely different. Everyone's always there for you. It's not just about running. Friendships and families, like they're your siblings when you're away from home. That's what it means to be a part of the Braves cross country and track team, to be a family.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
What's the value of your real estate? Hepner Appraisal Service in Ottawa has been providing real estate appraisals for individuals, banks, and lending institutions for nearly 40 years. Jim, Wade, and Scott wish the Cyclones the best of luck this season. Call Hepner Appraisal Service 242-6685.
Smart Ottawa shoppers know Cosentino's Price Chopper has the best rewards program in town. Only Price Chopper lets you earn points on all your purchases. Visit mypricechopper.com and start saving on food or fuel today. Shop Cosentino's, your local family-owned grocer since 1948.
Possession will go to Louisburg to start the fourth period. They lead it by 25, and it comes to Kenya Hankinson. She reverses the dribble, takes it to the left elbow. Now off it goes left wing to Buffington to Foot. Foot into the lane. Through it past a teammate, but it's picked up by Buffington. Here's Hankinson. Hankinson bounced it over toward Buffington, who came up with it. And now a steal by Evans. 17 Louisburg turnovers just in the last two quarters. Here's a pass tipped. We run down in backcourt by Ficken. She was fouled, no whistle. Finally, Ottawa has the basketball. Here's Ficken with it. And a ball dribbled and knocked out of bounds by Foot. And it comes to Evans. Evans with Buffington on her. Left wing it goes to Ficken. Ficken's pass is tipped, but Spiegel was there. Let's get past to Curtis. Curtis along the baseline. Evans tried to dump it inside. It was knocked out of bounds. Louisburg's substitution will be Brooklyn Diedrich. She'll replace Buffington. And it comes to Curtis. Swings it over to Ficken. Ficken looks. Pass is tipped. Ottawa keeps trying those high passes. There's a steal. Diedrich drives the lane, shoots and scores. You cannot go over the top of that zone defense like that. And there's a ball thrown away. Ficken tried to save it, but it's out of bounds. And that's turnover number 28. Elise Moore back in for the Wildcats. Lane comes in for Ottawa. Left side, Hankinson knocked away by Spiegel, but Hankinson recovers. Between the circles, Moore. Hankinson, long three, misses short. Rebound, run down by Kane along the left baseline. She swings it outside. Now a three-pointer by Diedrich is good. And that will start the running clock. It's the 30-point lead, 6:12 to go. Spiegel with it. Across the timeline, Curtis. Curtis to Lane between the circles. Juliet looks. Get pass over to Spiegel. Spiegel had it knocked away. Steal. Here's Foot with it. Foot down low to Moore. Moore's shot is good. 4 48-16. Louisburg continues to press. Here's Lane with the basketball. Left corner, Curtis. Curtis dumps in the post. That pass is stolen by Foote. That's 30 turnovers for the Cyclones tonight. Skip past Diedrich, open for three again, and scores again. 12 points for Brooklyn Diedrich off the bench. And it's 51-16. Spiegel to Lane, and still with the steal, but they're going to whistle her for a foul. Second foul on Megan Foote. Cale Raby in for Ottawa. Lenny Wright, a freshman, comes in for Louisburg. Spiegel off the inbound. Here's Titus with it. Titus's pass is knocked away. Ottawa inbounds. Titus near the Ottawa bench. Titus, Curtis to a cutting Spiegel. Back to Curtis. She had a shot. Now she'll throw up the shot, no good, and more rebounds. Pass comes ahead to Wright. Wright, pass is tipped. Ottawa steals. Curtis traveled with it. Looking to get it to somebody and took an extra step. Here's Evans back in for Ottawa. And let's see. Jordan Neinstead in for Louisburg. Foote has it. Off to Moore. 3:52 to play as the clock runs. Here's Moore driving and missing. Rebound to Titus. Here's Evans over to Lane. She'll put up the shot from 13 and miss. Rebound fought for. Foul on Ottawa. Lane will pick up the foul. It's her second foul. And it's the seventh Ottawa team foul, so 1-1 for Megan Foote. As the clock continues to run. Substitutions for Louisburg. Let's see who that is. Madison Quinn and Aaron Lemke. Foote's free throw is good. Her first point of the game makes it 52-16. Around the rim and out, the second free throw out of bounds to the Cyclones. Ashlyn Evans will come in for Ottawa. Also Precious Hamilton. Ashley Moore in for Louisburg. Also Brittany Hornbuckle. And the ball knocked away and out of bounds off Ottawa. Here's a pass underneath, knocked away by Ottawa, but picked up by Neinstead. And she puts it in to make it 54-16. There's a near steal. Ball out of bounds. Ottawa gets it back. Katie White will replace Juliet Lane for Ottawa. I think I said that was Evans, Ashlyn Evans in there, but it's Lydia Callahan, I believe. There's Hornbuckle with it. Hornbuckle. Cross court it goes to Callahan. Bounced in the post to Hornbuckle, knocked off her hands, but picked up by White. She'll get it to Hamilton, who drives, shoots. And they're going to call Hamilton for an offensive foul, and that's a bad call. Foul number 23. Because the defensive player did not have position, it was a rather vicious collision, but it was not a foul on Hamilton. Lemke with it. Off it goes. There's a three-point try, partially blocked, it appeared, but no. An air ball by Ashley Moore, and now Ottawa gets it back with the clock under 30 seconds. Ottawa has not scored in this period. Bounce off to Callahan. Back it goes to Hamilton. Hamilton finds White. White will put up the shot. Off the heel, no good. Rebound, Louisburg. And ball knocked out of bounds. It'll go to Ottawa. But the clock's going to run out before we get anything else done. And your final score here in the girls' game is Louisburg 54 and Ottawa 16. And we'll be back in 2 minutes with Cyclone basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Valentine's Day is the same day every year, February 14th. So don't wait till the last minute. Play it smart this year. Head to Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa. Whether it's a new Vera Bradley design, earrings, a necklace, maybe a new watch, or you can never go wrong with diamonds, you'll always find just the perfect gift for your Valentine at Sutton's Jewelry. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10 until 5:30, Saturdays 10 till 2 at 213 South Main, downtown Ottawa. Open online anytime at suttonsjewelryinc.com.
There's no doubt a cold Kansas winter is headed our way. Is your heater up to the challenge? Call the pros at Adamson Brothers to make sure. 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
What's the value of your real estate? Hepner Appraisal Service in Ottawa has been providing real estate appraisals for individuals, banks, and lending institutions for nearly 40 years. Jim, Wade, and Scott wish the Cyclones the best of luck this season. Call Hepner Appraisal Service 242-6685.
Cyclone fans, stand up and cheer. Ottawa debit cards are here. Show your Cyclone school spirit with an exclusive Ottawa High School debit card, available only at Arvest Bank. Get yours today by opening a new checking account or upgrading your existing Arvest debit card. Even better, each card supports the Booster Club. Arvest encourages you to support local students and their after-school activities. Stop by their location on 3rd Street in Ottawa to get your Cyclones debit card today. Arvest Bank, member FDIC. Fees may apply. It doesn't matter if you're in the game or just working around the house. Injuries can happen, but not all of them require a trip to the ER. Ransom Memorial Health's Express Care Clinic can help. They're now open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Ransom Memorial Health, providing you with remarkable care. Visit ransom.org.
Dad, throw me the ball. No, throw it to me.
Okay, here it comes.
Uh-oh. Dad, will that stain come out of the couch?
Kids, there's only one man that can take care of that stain. Super Stan.
You better call him before Mom gets home.
Already on it.
Playing outdoor games, indoors, not a good idea. But Super Stan's cleaning service can save the day with hot water extraction to steam clean your carpet, upholstery, even grout and tile. It is a good idea to let Super Stan be your cleaning man. Call 785-248-2463.
Louisburg dominates the Cyclone ladies here tonight, winning by the score of 54-16. The Wildcats forced 10 Ottawa turnovers in the first period, led 17-5 at the end of one, bumped the lead to 27-10 at the end of the second period. Outscored Ottawa 14-6 in the third, and then held the Cyclones scoreless in the fourth. And Ottawa drops to 2-12 on the season, and Louisburg improves their record to 7-8. Scoring looks like this for the Wildcats: 14 points for Carson Buffington, 12 apiece for Brooklyn Diedrich and Madeline Melton. 6 points for Elise Moore, 4 points for Haley Kane, 3 for Kenya Hannah Hankinson, 2 points for Megan Foote, for Jordan Meinstead, and 1 for Megan Foote. For Ottawa, they were led by Riley Titus with 8, 4 for Lauren Curtis, 2 points for Katie White, and 1 apiece for Sophia Ficken and Kirsten Evans. We're going to send it back to the station for about 6 minutes. Come back with the boys' part of the doubleheader. Again, the girls' final, Louisburg 54 and Ottawa 16. And this is Gray Bateman saying so long for now from Louisburg High.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Ottawa Cyclone basketball on KOFO. Brought to you by Sutton's Jewelry, Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Quality Structures Incorporated, Ransom Memorial Health, And by Ottawa University, Superstand's Cleaning Service, the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Kramer Pharmacy, Kansas State Bank. This Cyclone basketball broadcast on KOFO is also being brought to you by Dingle & Son Mortuary, Costantino's Price Chopper, Adamson Brothers, CarStar, Our Best Bank, also by C.S. Cunningham Construction, the Ottawa Herald, Hebner Appraisal Service, Ottawa High School, and Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, Bones Transportation, the City of Ottawa, Brandon Iron, Modern Woodman Agent Dale Pearson, Ottawa Family Physicians, and State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. For more information about our Ottawa Cyclone basketball broadcasts, visit the KOFO sports page at KOFO.com and listen Monday through Saturday for the KOFO sports calendar. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.